Memorial Day is a day of ceremonies and speeches. Throughout America today, we honor the dead of our wars. We recall their valor and their sacrifices. We remember they gave their lives so that others might live. We're also gathered here for a special event, the national funeral for an unknown soldier who will today join the heroes of 3 other wars. When he spoke at a ceremony at Gettysburg in 1863, President Lincoln reminded us that through their deeds, the dead had spoken more eloquently for themselves than any of the living ever could.
And Tommy was happy Memorial Day.
My fellow citizens, in America's cities and towns today, flags will be placed on graves in cemeteries. Public officials will speak of the sacrifice and the valor of those whose memory we honor. In 1863, when he dedicated a small cemetery in Pennsylvania marking a terrible collision between the armies of North and South, Abraham Lincoln noted the swift obscurity of such speeches. His remarks commemorating those who gave their last full measure of devotion were long remembered. Words are even more feeble on this Memorial Day, for the sight before us is that of a strong and good nation that stands in silence and remembers those who were loved and who in return loved their countrymen enough to die for them. Our first obligation to them and ourselves is plain enough. The United States and the freedom for which it stands, the freedom for which they died, must endure and prosper. Their lives remind us that freedom is not bought cheaply. It has a cost. It imposes a burden. Earlier today, with the music that we have heard and that of our national anthem, I can't claim to know the words of all the national anthems in the world, but I don't know of any other that ends with a question and a challenge as ours does. Does that flag still wave, or the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The only one that could ever reach me was the son of a preacher's man. Billy Ray was a preacher's son. Da, 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 da. Ha, da, 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 da. Dmilz has the Mercedes fan and it's blowing all over, yeah. He's gonna smoke some dabs and he's gonna store the games. He's got an Xbox One and a PS5 to go. Nintendo Switch with them and he's gonna go on a roll. The only one that could teach me something was the son of a preacher's man.
How am I supposed to know what my audio levels are?
Because I can see them right here.
Really?
Yeah, we were good. We're on the same level anyways. Don't worry about the audio levels. We're locked in. The audio levels aren't accurate when we're wearing headphones either. It's not gaugeable. It's never gaugeable. Your gay is hellable.
You know what I want to talk about? Gunna's new brand, clothing brand.
Get into it right now.
Gunna's new clothing brand. Let's talk about it. You heard about it?
I didn't know he had a clothing brand.
P.
What's it called?
By Gunna.
Oh, so he's literally now going to be pushing P clothing brand?
Yeah, you can see right here, and we can maybe put it up there on the thing. P by Gunna.
P by Gunna.
Yep.
Coming
drops.
June 5th?
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing.
What you listening to in the car?
My dog don't care we fall out, nigga, I never could dish. For the chains and the fame, only we seen the vision. About my name, little bang, going out with my pistol. No?
Gunna had to hop out the Cybertruck.
Gunna was in a Cybertruck. He was looking different. He feeling like he 2095. Yes, sir, Gunna.
He's showing off the P. He got the P bomber jacket.
Yes, sir, Gunna.
All right, you can see some of his stuff. Michael, at least can
He thinks he's
can
so Rick
visually
Owens Dark
judge some
Shadow.
can judge some of his clothes
He's
live.
not even Rick Owens, dude.
A lot of it is It's decent quality, it looks like.
It looks like it'll be decent quality.
I like
for
that
sure.
one. There's like a muscle tee in there that's kind of fire. It's almost like that
That's pushing P by
box
Gunna.
tee.
Let's go. You're gonna try to get some of that?
I might. I don't know. It depends how expensive it is.
You think it's gonna be pushing P by like
I
pushing
think
price
it's gonna
tag?
be pushing pounds. Yeah,
Pushing price tag?
yeah.
Hell yeah, well.
Pushing pounds and euros, brother, is what he's gonna be asking for. He has a Houston pop up.
Pocket pushing.
He has a Houston pop up though for the launch.
The Houston pop up.
Dude, speaking of, I went to the Gunna concert.
The pushing P Houston pop up
Yeah,
by pushing
exactly.
P by Gunna.
Yeah,
There's a lot of P's in there.
that is quite a lot.
I think
of Ps.
I think he has a P fetish. Does Gunna have a fetish with P? I don't think so.
Maybe.
We don't have to get into it. I coughed right into the mic.
He said he's Michael Jackson bad. You remember that? I was hoping he was gonna perform that song so I could record it for you, but he didn't.
What does he say? He says, "I'm Michael Jackson bad.
I had to ball Steve Nash.
I had to ball Steve Nash.
I wake up past the tag.
Hey.
Maybe.
And then,
All of my foreigns bad.
You know my favorite. What's my favorite? Smoking this Scotty, feel like it's got some crack in it.
Smoking the Scotty and it's starting to feel like it's some.
I used to.
You got me confused now.
See, I confused you. We added some lyrics. Smoking this Scotty is starting to feel like it's crack in it.
Hey, back at it.
Back at it. Smoking this Scotty is starting to feel like it's crack in it.
That's Gunna.
Yeah, it is Gunna wanna. I don't really like Gunna necessarily, but you and Jace love Gunna, so I'm always just listening.
A lot
Gunna.
of people like Gunna.
I mean, Gunna's
Gunna's in the
okay.
top 20 streams on Spotify of all time now.
Have you heard of Sade? Have you heard of CCR?
Have you heard
My
of?
Chemical Romance?
Have you heard of Jacquees?
Oh, can we turn that fan off?
We should have been turned that off,
Yeah, we should have been turned that off.
but we just got into it.
Yeah, but that's all right. The first couple minutes of this might be not that great to listen to with a fan in the background, but it's off now, so.
They can hear it.
It depends how good the microphones are. We got some Behringers, though. These ain't Sures. But I'm sure as hell that these are decent mics.
We got insurance on them hoes.
Hell no, I don't got no insurance.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't. Don't try to lie. Don't try to fucking... I don't know. Don't try to fucking market shame me. Dude, don't. You got some exclusive videos?
I'm trying to find the crack in it.
If you can find it, you should send it to me on text. I'll throw it in. Hey.
That's live Gunna.
Back at it.
Back at it. Smoking the Scotty, she starting to feel like it's crack in it.
Yay!
People got the rock in the sleep at the top like a crack in it.
Yeah.
2X just for the tanks, niggas. Look at it. Yeah, back
Hey,
at it.
that's me smoking that gas pack.
That's live Gunna.
That is live Gunna. How was that concert?
That shit was hella fire. I give that
Out of 10?
9.3 out of 10.
And how many who else have you seen in concert? So you've seen Gunna, Jacquees,
J. Cole,
J. Cole,
Juice WRLD,
Juice WRLD. Is Gunna
Rush.
who?
Rush.
I think I've heard a Rush song.
They're one of the biggest rock bands.
Yeah.
And then I seen Maroon 5 and Train.
Never heard of that.
You've heard Maroon 5.
Maybe.
Adam
Maroon 5.
Levine.
Maroon 5.
And Train. Like,
I don't
Train is the Hey Soul Sister.
Hey, soul sister.
Yeah.
But so out of all those concerts, is Gunna the best concert?
I
Back at it.
don't know. I mean, they're all different. I like them all. I mean, Juice WRLD obviously was great. His had a lot of like very colorful visuals and had a lot to do with the screens. If that makes sense, like, you know, he had like a lot of like really cool stuff that played, animations and stuff
Yeah, I
that
would
were
imagine-
custom made for that what was that album, Death Race Mountain or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? It was the really popular one. Fuck, I can't remember the name. It's like Death Race to the Mountain or something. But that one, that was really cool and unique. But at the time, they just kept shouting out X and RIPX at the time.
Yeah, I would imagine for those concerts, like
they're
rap
all
concerts,
unique and
I
different.
would imagine for those rap concerts that you would need to be like going over the top with like visuals and visuals. Ooh, threw it off.
Well,
right
and
there.
Juice and Gunna both. What the reason I've been, and J. Cole, of course, like the reason all the rappers I've seen have been great is because they don't really use, like, a lot of the rappers will have like their song playing in the background and they just rap like parts of it and you could like still hear like the audio, if you know what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying. Like rap concerts live don't seem to be all that great to me because it's just like rap music is good to listen to while you're listening to it in the car or in the headphones, but while you're listening to it live, it's like, do you know all the lyrics? Can you say all the lyrics?
Yeah, so like J. Cole obviously is a lyricist. Most people would think like J. Cole obviously performs like all his songs. That wasn't a thing at all. So J. Cole was obviously great, and then Juice WRLD same way. Juice WRLD's amazing. So his performance was great too. And then Gunna just didn't really use any backups or anything.
He's literally not the 2 or the 3. He's the UNO.
Dude, it was fire. He literally didn't really use much autotune or anything. He didn't use like any autotune. And so you got to hear some songs pretty unique because a lot of songs he has some like altered voice. So like some songs you got to hear like just from his normal voice for the first time, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I got to cut to Travis Scott falling in autotune.
Yeah, some people have terrible voices. Gunna sounds good without autotune.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the only stuff that would be like in the background was like the parts where he's like moaning on like certain songs or like
pause.
Well, like if you remember on the last album, he'd do like he just made like a lot of noises like during parts of the songs.
I don't know. I don't listen that much, Gunna.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know.
You'd be like, whoa, whoa, or some shit, and just like do some like, but it'd be like auto tune and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
saying.
that'll be like in the background, but he raps the rest of the songs.
But when you go to like a rock concert, there's like the mosh pit, and it's just like the live because there's usually like the people playing the instruments. And then if you go to like a country, it's like
that's
those
the thing
are, like,
that
really into that music, and they like dance, and they like really like that, and it's like kind of slower. So
that's the thing that wasn't as crazy.
That's what I was kind of saying about like the rap concerts. Like the rap concerts need more like visuals and like hype shit to keep you more like enjoyed or engaged.
Well, Gunna's got hella hype songs.
Yeah, and that's
the
what
thing.
Yeah.
The thing is though, is that this still wasn't this crowd wasn't as hyped as maybe even J. Cole even.
That's what I was saying, brother.
Which is kind of interesting, but it could have just been the people that went that just didn't know Gunna's music as much as some people. And I'm not that like I'm not hella hyped. I'm not jumping around going crazy. But there wasn't really like a huge mosh pit. Like it didn't seem like people were going super crazy up in the front. Like I wasn't that far from the front, and people weren't like going crazy up there.
Mosh pit's not like a common thing at like a rap concert. But like what I was saying, like.
Really? Yeah, it was crazy at Juice.
Like if you look up those mosh pits, it's kind of like rock concerts or like punk rock concerts and stuff like that. I don't know, like grunge. I don't even know, just like rock music, hard rock, metal, I guess. But
fair.
That's just like the ones I know of, I guess. I don't know.
When I went to Juice WRLD, that was like a big thing, and because Ski Mask had him going crazy, and Juice WRLD had him going crazy too.
Yeah, and they probably had crazy like visuals and all sorts of like screens and effects and. Like,
Gunna did have to stop the concert because someone was like choking at one point, or not choking, like passing out or at some point. He couldn't pull a Travis Scott. He had to stop the concert. He said, "You alright? Hey, you good?" Like 3 times.
Hey, you good?
You good?
Gunna, shout out Gunna for letting them know.
Yeah. So when he did that, I got some fire pics because he was just like standing pretty close off the stage. Like you got some fire pics of him like pointing at shit and stuff.
That's Gunna want to point out.
Yeah.
Just letting everyone know. He's like, hey, what's
good? Hey, you
with
good?
Y'all?
You good?
Shout out to crowd. No one could die. I ain't Travis Scott. For real? You said that?
No, he didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. That's what I said to Gabe. I turned to Gabe. I was like, hey, he ain't no Travis Scott because, Gabe loves Travis Scott. He went to Travis Scott's concert, so I had to get him right there in the chest a little bit.
Gabe
said, hey, Gabe, he's not no Travis Scott. You know that. And then he laughed at that one.
That's first-person shooter mode right there, Gabe Berg.
Yeah, it was pretty fire. There was a lot of us that went, but none of us are like people that get hyped. Like, you know, we were not moshers or anything, so we were just recording and listening,
Yeah.
bopping our heads type shit.
But not many like
Not jumping up and down.
fireworks or like lights or like smoke or pops or things like that.
Not too much smoke, really, nah. But he did have like, I showed you, and we'll probably put a video or two in there, maybe. Like, there's the skull from DS4 that he has. It's like his entire head, and it's like this big skull. So that's like the background. Most of the time was like this big skull of DS4, the album, and it's like, but where his head, there's like a crack in the head normally, and where his head is, it's like crystals. It's one of his albums.
Oh, Dirty Sprite.
Oh, I don't know what it stands for. It might be that. It probably is. I can't believe I don't know what that stands for.
No, Dirty Sprite 4 is good though. I feel like isn't that like a Future album though? Doesn't Future have like a Dirty Sprite album?
And he talks about
Dirty Soda Sprite.
Future has so many mixtapes and albums.
I love Future. That's my goat. I love all like the Future like Angel where it's like.
But do you know Going to the Moon?
It's like Future. What?
Do you know Going to the Moon by Future?
Going to the Moon. Probably not.
It's so old and it's pretty bad, but it's
I'm more of a
fire.
fan of the aesthetic.
The old Future songs
Atlanta.
are so trash, but they're funny.
Yeah, Future.
Do you remember Turn on the Lights?
No.
Turn on the lights.
Future blew up
I'm
in like
looking for
2015,
you.
2014, but before that, he's been making music since like 2010 or something.
He's like 50.
50?
Hey Google, how old is Future?
40 years old.
Okay.
God damn,
tripping,
old head
but
ass.
I'm
But he's
tripping,
still
but he's
running
old.
Atlanta. He's still running Atlanta.
I thought he was way older, but he's still old as hell.
What you? I mean, old head ass still running Atlanta. Ain't nothing to complain about at least. I mean,
Nah.
one day I'm gonna run Atlanta, so I ain't even worry about it.
Who's gonna have more kids, Tyreek Hill or Future?
Odd question. Tyreek Hill. I don't know. I would like to say Future, but Tyreek Hill's got a lot of years to go.
Tyreek's already got like what?
I think like 4.
At least.
He's got plenty of years to go. He's the cheetah. I was watching this 3D rendered video of animals running. Pretty good video. It was showing animal speeds, and it was like POVs of the animal, 3D render. Pretty good, dude. Just watching how fast animals were. Did you know kangaroos fucking are running at like 45 miles an hour?
Hopping?
It's fucking crazy. 45 miles an hour? Bears probably knew this too, but 35 miles an hour.
Yeah,
on a
they're
bear?
fast. Have you ever seen a deer go by? They
Yeah.
fucking hop crazy fast.
Oh yeah, the deer doe
They
was
bound.
Going, the
They
deer
are
doe was going like 55 miles an hour.
A deer?
The doe. It was a doe. Apparently, it seemed like they
That
literally.
sounds crazy.
That's what it said, brother. The gazelle.
But
was
have you
going
ever
faster.
had one go by you?
Yeah, I've seen
In person? They're fucking quick. One just scared the shit out of me at Priest Point one time.
In Rhode Island when I just moved to Rhode Island, so I was like 12 years old, and we lived in duplexes in Rhode Island. There were these duplexes in cul-de-sacs, and one time our dog Levi was chasing a deer, and the deer hopped right over the fence, dude. Just like clean, easy, right over the fence.
Yeah, they can.
And-
They got some ups.
Yeah, they got some ups and some speed, dude. He was just, this fucking deer was just letting my dog chase him through the neighborhood, and he finally was just like, nah, I'll just jump over the fence now.
He was out of there.
He was out of there. But yeah, dude, those fucking deer, they sure can sprint and then just jump, dude. It's funny. It's funny how they like run and jump, dude. They like jump and they tuck all their legs. They look so goofy.
They'd be good high jumpers.
They'd be great high jumpers. I was a good high jumper. I was tremendous. I did like 5 feet practice one time.
I was actually good for like maybe just only 1 year, but there was 1 year I did this triathlon thing, and I got pretty good at it. But then I don't know how I genuinely just got worse the next year, and then I kind of stopped doing it after that. But I did this triathlon thing.
Well, you are broken. I don't know what you expect.
Well, this one I was young.
Well, yeah,
Obviously,
I guess.
but-
so you weren't quite broken yet.
Yeah, and then I just somehow got worse the next year, and then I stopped. I didn't do what is it? It's not the triathlon, the one that's like 4 events. I don't know.
Decathlon.
That's 10 events. The
Yeah, I know.
decathlon. Yeah, the decathlon's like for adults. But yeah, it was basically I had to do like, it was this thing where I did shot, At my age, it was only a 400, which I was a long distance runner, so that was kind of sucked because I would have been better in a long distance run. Sometimes the big kids could still keep up with me in 400s, and then it was like shot, hurdles, high jump. It was fucking whack.
Dude, I got to do a 5K this weekend.
You are?
Yeah.
That's big hype.
My mom signed me up today. I have to do a 5K Saturday.
You're gonna get a PR.
No. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out with a broken knee. And
That's
somehow
pushy
two
shit.
broken
That's
elbows.
pussy shit.
I'm going to run 3.5 miles and walk
Brother,
out with two
you are a
broken
cross
elbows.
country runner. You're gonna get in the race and you're gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully about a mile in, I'll just be able to just keep running and not stop. But I'm scared, dude. I haven't ran a 5K in so long.
Brother, that's only 3.1 miles.
But it's going to be me, my mom, my sister, and Mason. And I cannot let Mason beat me, even though he's genetically has an advantage over me.
He does not.
He does.
No,
He does.
he does not.
Yes, he does.
How?
He has a genetic advantage.
How?
You know why.
I don't. He's like, what, 4?
He's 5.
He's not gonna beat you.
I don't know.
If you
How would
lose
I
to a
know?
5-year-old, that's on you, brother. It's
How
because you
would
didn't
I
run the
know?
whole. It's because you didn't run the whole time. The 5-year-old's not running the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I'm scared a little bit for the fucking 5K, dude. I'm genuinely scared that, like, after
Brother,
the
I'm
5K,
glad
I'm
that
just
she
gonna be-
made you because you would not have done a race again if not for that.
Fuck no. I would have never signed up for anything ever again regarding running in my entire life, ever.
Yeah, that's
If
good.
it weren't for, do you want to do a 5K? Me, your sister, and Mason are doing it. Fuck. I guess so.
You're in now. That's hella fire. So which race is it?
It's the Centralia Memorial Day 5K.
Ew.
Hey, dude, this is Memorial Day. You really just said ew to dead veterans? What the hell is
I
wrong
just
with
don't
you,
like
dude?
Centralia.
What
That
the hell?
Centralia is a terrible spot for a race.
Well, why don't you get mad that Olympia doesn't have one then?
they
just
probably
saying.
do.
I don't know. You think they have
Let
a
me
Capital
look up
City
right now.
Marathon and then it'll, I don't know. Look it up.
I will right
But I
now.
don't know. I think you're just calling slander on a city that's trying to support the fucking dead veterans, which is a horrific thing.
What about Fort Lewis? What the fuck are they doing?
Fort Lewis is the fucking base, dude. They're going to be shut down for the day in honorance of those veterans that lost their lives for this country.
That's pussy shit. Come on now. All right, cut that. Wait, they actually closed the base on Memorial Day?
Probably not. You probably still get it.
That makes 0 sense. They gotta have shit open and stuff for free. And discounts.
I don't think they'll have shit open, and not for free. But you can probably still get onto the base. But that was a good take. I like that shit.
No, that was troll.
Of course it's troll. Trolling's fun. I love trolling.
Dude.
That's all I've been
All
doing
right,
this
all right,
entire
all right, all right,
podcast.
all right. What's the date?
Today, right now, today's the 21st of May.
All right. Fuck, there's not a race till May 30th.
Oh my God, the city of Olympia doesn't care about fucking Memorial Day. This is insane. Couldn't even have like a capital city marathon Memorial Day celebration run type of thing.
They might. It just might not be listed on runoli.com.
Really? It's not on Run Oli. Run Oli knows everything.
Dude, you just missed the global 6K for water.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Damn it!
that's a good one.
How much water? Like, does it say like how much water is donated for like every participant or? Sorry, I mean that's
Just
a little,
global 6K for
yeah,
water. I have
that's
no
a-
more
that's a little-
information, unfortunately.
That's a little into baseball talk right there. So, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So,
But the all-comers meets are starting soon.
what's the all comers?
It's something that Jesse, and who's my coach at Oli, and his father put on for years, where it's just in a track meet that they do like 4 of every May and June. like right at the end of May and beginning of June every year, and anyone can do them for like $6 or something. Anyone from like a little kid to a senior.
So I can go and throw shot put?
Yeah.
Hell
you can do
yeah.
whatever you want.
You gotta sign me up.
You can go. You don't have to. I don't have to sign you up. We just pull up and go. You sign up right there. And it's like $6, and yeah, we could do anything. You could do
Can we make
unlimited events if you
so
wanted
we can
to.
make our own relay team?
Yeah, we could do a 4x4
Hell yeah. I was thinking maybe like a 4x1.
if they have one. They might normally only do 4x4. Maybe I don't know.
4x1's more my pace.
You could do a 400. You could do a 4.
Yeah, 400's gonna take me like 90 seconds.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it will.
You could do 80.
No way.
That's
dude.
120 seconds.
A minute and 20 seconds?
Yeah, around the track.
Fuck no. I'm so
Brother-
slow and fast.
Brother, you could do it. Cause I run like a 56 back in the day.
That's so fast.
Yeah, so you could run at 80. That's what I'm
so
trying to say.
fast.
That's what I'm trying to say. You could run
And
at
like
80.
if you were able to keep that pace for 4 laps, it'd be like a 3 and like less than 4 minute mile. That's so fast. That's so fast. What do you want me to
But
say?
that's not as fast as like a lot of people that were running like in high school. Like
I
that's
was
decent.
never running that in high
That's
school. I
decent,
wasn't
but
even- I
like
don't
that
even
wasn't
think I was-
that good.
That's just so fast, dude.
The best runners in the state are running under like 50.
And they're the best. What?
So that's what I'm saying. I wasn't that good.
I sucked.
I was just I was decent for a distance
I was
runner.
a participation trophy. But hey, I participated hard as hell.
I participated on the I was the alternate on the state 4x4 team.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
That
You
shit is
never
so
know when they
goofy.
need you. You never
That
know.
was the only way. That's the only time I made it to state and track was as an alternate.
Yeah, I made it to districts and swim as an alternate. That was awesome.
Yeah, we've talked about that. That's
That
funny.
was awesome, dude.
Yeah, alternates can be fun.
Alternates are fun. You just go there, you don't swim, you watch, you root on, and then you buy a jacket and go, yeah, I went to districts. No big deal.
Going
No
to
big
states,
deal.
Going to state's still better.
Yeah, of course. Well, of course. If I had the state swimming jacket, that shit would never come off. It'd get surgically attached to me. No big fucking deal. Yeah. Just one of the best swimmers in the state. Count it.
Freshman year, I bought shorts. Worst decision ever. I bought some
Like running shorts?
Yeah, no, they were like. That's what's even worse is they were like basketball shorts
Like a
at a
mesh
cross
basketball
country
short?
at a cross country state meet.
Some gym shorts.
Yeah, they're just some basketball gym shorts, like shitty ass gym shorts, and they said like D1 on them.
D1.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was like, nice.
Let's go. I'm hella D1. I'm hella D1 Nike cross country. I'm hella.
That was when it was NX, like then not NXR, but Nike, like, and it was NWAC or before NWAC. What was it? WIAA. I'm pretty sure.
That's Washington Institute of that's Washington something Athletic Commission.
That's what the
Interscholastic.
yeah. Let me go. I'm gonna grab something real quick. You keep talking.
He's gonna grab something real quick, and I'm gonna talk. Don't worry about it. I know how to podcast. Listen, I've been doing this for like about a month. Okay, you can chalk me in as one of the best to ever do it. I'm going to go down in history, baby. Mama, we made it. As I ran out of things to say. So what are you going to talk about? I don't know. One thing I was going to talk about was this tremendous rap beef that we were very, very late to talk about. And it was so interesting. But I want to talk about it because I love it.
You want to talk
Because
about it?
Dude, I still have, up until recently, I've had...
The only one that could ever reach me was the son of a preacher's man.
Oh, it's not preachers. It's just preacher. We talked about it. I'm figuring it out, okay? I'm
You're
still
learning
learning to
still.
read, write, and understand, and have comprehension of the English language, okay? I'm doing my best out here. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at school system. Yeah. But the rap beef. So other than before I had Preacher Man stuck in my head, I had BBL Drizzy, dude.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
I had that song stuck in my head.
What about they not like us?
BBL in history.
What about they not like us?
BBL in history. I had that song stuck in my head.
What about they not like us?
You gonna have the best BBL in history. What'd you say?
What about They Not Like Us?
They Not Like Us. That's a club bop. Say OV ho, OV ho. See, I like that.
Now step this way.
Step that way. Now step that way.
Step that way.
But
Are you my friend? Are you locked in?
now step this way.
Step that way.
And step that way. Hey, come on. So
Da-na-na-na.
we know who won the beef.
Da-na-na-na.
Who won the beef?
Kendrick?
Kendrick. That's Big Dog Kendrick. So Bruce Buffer, or not Bruce Buffer. Yeah, Bruce Buffer. He's calling it. He's calling the score. Rudy Giuliani scores it.
What? Bruce Buffer and Giuliani. What are you talking about? I didn't heard their scores.
It's UFC. I'm making up.
Rudy Giuliani was the former mayor of New York.
I know. I'm making
and
up.
Trump's attorney.
I'm making up a fake scenario. If you got a creative mindset like me, then
I don't think a lot of people know Giuliani that are listening to the podcast.
Don't worry about him. Just imagine a WAP. Just imagine any WAP that comes to your mind. You'll be good.
Any WAP?
Yeah.
Any wet ass pussy?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you'll figure it out. It's a other term, WAP. But any other just think of any other WAP. Think of Bruce Buffer. Think of Joe Rogan in the ring. They're about to lift the hand. It's Kendrick, it's Drake, and they lift Kendrick's hand every single time.
Oh, wow.
And then Metro Boomin's like outside the ring making beats.
Brother, Metro Boomin took a pretty L, and he took a couple L's in this one, too.
Metro Boomin took a lot of L's because he gets called out by Drake, telling him to just shut up and go make some beats. And the sad thing about this is that like Drake is apparently fucked Metro Boomin's girl. So like Metro Boomin took a lot of L's. He's getting called out by Drake. Drake's fucking his girl.
And then that's exactly what he did. He went and made a beat.
And then
He just listened to Drake.
It's true. He just stacked up L's, dude. He went and did exactly what fucking Drake did. Oh, Drake told him to. I didn't think about it like that.
That's what I was
Even though it's like right in front of your face. Yeah,
he
I haven't
went and
thought about
dropped
that.
BBL Drizzy. He said, "Let me just drop a beat there."
He literally told Metro. Yeah, that's so. Even though as good as that song is, it is a technical L.
It's catchy, but yeah,
It's catchy, but it's a technical L. You know what I mean?
Drake said, "Shut up and make a beat." That man just shut up and made a beat.
It's like when you drop 45.
I mean, he never shut up, but he made a beat.
It's like when you drop 45 points in an NBA game and your team loses. You know what I mean? He went out and listened to what Drake did. And even though the beat's good, you still like took the L. So it's like that's pretty funny. I didn't think about that like Dmilz.
That's just
good.
how I see it.
No, that's funny. I didn't see it like that at all. I just didn't think about it. So that's very
Metro
funny.
Boomin didn't come out of this looking too hot, in my opinion.
No, not at all. Poor Metro Boomin, dude. Poor Metro Boomin. You get called out by Drake. Drake fucks your girl.
There's a lot of Drake
and then you
stands
just fall
online,
in
though.
line. There's a lot of Drake stands, of course.
There's a lot of people saying everyone's ignoring Kendrick beats his wife.
See, that's what I didn't like about the rap beef is that like Kendrick and so I guess Drake kind of started it first in Family Matters, but just saying that like Kendrick got raped or molested, and then like that
Drake
Kendrick
just
also,
doesn't understand what that song. He didn't listen to the song.
Yeah.
It's obvious he never listened to that song. He literally says in that song that he was not raped
he
or
was not-
molested.
He says he was not molested, but that
he was explaining a completely different.
The therapist or the doctor said he was. Or
Yeah,
thinks
he was
but he
explaining
explained that he was
something
not.
completely different. Yeah, Drake just did not listen to that
Which
song.
it
at all.
could be the black man pride and to say I was not raped, but you know I'm not gonna say anything like that. You know he probably wasn't molested or raped or anything like that.
That shit, yeah, that shit makes no sense to me. That line.
Yeah.
Mother I, mother I, mother I. That's what he said.
And then the fucking so that just like and then him saying that like he beats his wife. And then I think Drake also alluded to that like his kid that the kid might not be his
Dave
too.
Freeze.
Yeah. Dave Free. Who the fuck
Dave
is
Free.
Yeah, whoever the fuck Dave Free is.
It's like his manager.
Yeah, so it's just I don't like that shit about the rap beef because that's like not even like rapping or anything about rap. That's just like, but I guess like their beef was personal. So I guess that's why
Kendrick does not like Drake at all. It's quite obvious.
It's
He's not liked him for years.
Yeah, it's obvious.
People were finding lines that were probably lines at Drake like over multiple songs from the years too. Like, you know, have you seen some of that stuff? Like, people would found like specific lines that were kind of shots on like older albums and like other songs. Like that were slight shots at Drake back in the day, like slight lines.
Yeah, there's like deep dives from like songs from like back in 2017 or even back in 2016.
Just like slight digs at each other after
Damn.
Control.
Mm-hmm.
No, even before Damn, on To Pimp a
Even
Butterfly, I
before Damn?
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
So 2014.
Yeah, like after Control came out, that song he did, you know, where he dissed kind of the whole industry, Kendrick, that verse he dropped on the Big Sean song.
Yeah. And then when Kendrick just says that like that Drake has like another kid, and then also is like calling him a pedophile, I just don't like those types of things. And then not to defend Drake,
I mean, it's just because Drake literally hangs out with and has done some weird shady shit with the underage kids.
yeah, of course. And I mean, there was like the Millie Bobby Brown situation where he.
But
like,
we don't
was,
know
like,
everything.
friends, but we don't know everything. And then, but.
I mean, but we do know that he likes to.
He came back, didn't he? Come back with like.
Bro, he said
said
Millie
that, like-
Bobby Brown's name in the song, on his last song, even though Kendrick never mentioned Millie
what is
Bobby
that, the
Brown's name
family,
once.
or what's it called?
No,
The Heart.
Part 6.
Yeah, and he says I think he says in the Heart Part 6 where he's like, "How could I be a pedophile? I'm rich," or something. Or he's like alluding to like, "How could I be a pedophile when I have this much money, or this much fame?" Which is kind of funny because it's like, that's how you would.
Yeah, I need to just look up this song's lyric because this song had some crazy ass. He's just like, I'm not a pedophile. I'm not. That's basically his defense.
Yeah, I don't know. So kind of odd, and I don't really like that rap beef like at all because that shit makes me upset for them. That is just not tolerable in my world. I don't like it. It stresses me out personally. When my favorite rappers are out there doing this crap, spitting out crap on each other. I love Drake, and I love Kendrick, and they're out here just spitting buffoonery on each other, and it makes me upset. Because now I've got to listen to people on the internet that think Drake's a pedophile.
This
like an
shit's
actual pedophile.
This shit's so goofy. It's like Drake's like, the Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Drake expected him to come at some Epstein angle. That shit's kind of goofy why he mentions Epstein in the first place.
I don't know. Yeah. That's just fucking... Drake is retarded.
Yeah,
Kendrick
he
is
just never
retarded.
makes him look...
They're
make himself
rappers,
not
dude.
look good.
They're lyricists. They're just writing shit.
Oh,
To
wait
be
a second.
honest-
That's the one record where you say you got molested? Ah, fuck me. I just made the whole connection.
To be honest...
This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions.
In Euphoria, Kendrick is crying on that fucking beat. Is fucking crying on that beat. Which, that's one thing I thought about was the first diss track is that Kendrick is fucking crying on this shit, man.
On Euphoria?
He's fucking crying. Not like actually crying. Not in the physical sense, literal sense of tears coming from his eyes. But Jit's crying on this track, man. And I think that's all Drake had to say. I think all Drake literally had to say was Jit fucking crying on these tracks. And I think Drake might have like won.
Dude,
As crazy as that sounds, I think Drake just goes Jit's crying on those tracks, and I think he wins.
These lines are so... I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I mean, not necessarily, brother.
Exactly. And that's literally what I was saying when I brought that up. It's like his defense for not being a pedophile is like, if I was a pedophile, I'd already be caught. How could I be a
They would
pedophile
know.
and be rich? It's like
I'm
It's
way
like-
too famous for this shit you just suggested.
yeah, it's like I'm way too famous and rich to be a pedophile. It's like no, it's like not how it works. Not in every situation.
That's like the total opposite of how most people think it works.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Like I mean, most people I guess would think that like the pedophile is like the average. Let me not say average. Like the neighborhood registered pedophile, I guess. That's what they would... I guess he is a pedophile.
And then
not like
this
a
is the
super
other
rich
line
guy.
I was talking about.
But as of recently, we've discovered that, like, the super rich people with power are, like, the pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, dude, this is the line. I'm your baby mama's screensaver, only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I'd never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dog, not a peacemaker. That shit's just like, no one mentioned Millie Bobby. I mean, like, obviously, like, people in Twitter and, like, stuff were
social
calling
media
out.
was.
But why is Drake she just shouldn't have mentioned that at all?
Yeah, it's funny,
Because that
'cause,
was
like,
a bad
Kendrick-
situation.
no
Because
one-
why was he texting Millie Bobby Brown about girls when she was, like, 15, 16
guys.
years old? Yeah, about guys when she was, like, 16 years old. Anyways, like, that's just weird in general. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty true. It is just weird in general.
and why did he, yeah, so why even bring that up? It's just like, you're not, it's, I don't know, dude. Drake took a few L's on this, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
He didn't make it
so-
himself. His defense was not that good. Like, I'm not saying Drake is a
No, he did
pedophile,
not.
but he is real. He's been real weird towards young girls multiple times, and yeah, he didn't make himself look good with his return track. And unfortunately, apparently, this might be that. It probably is the end. It seems
For the end for what?
all the diss tracks.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it has to do with Drake's house being fucking raided, like
Yeah, that
having like people show up at his house 3-4
the
days in a
security
row.
guard getting shot, and then his OVO store being like graffitied and vandalized is just.
And then his house being literally like people trying to get into it like 3-4 days in a row.
That's like beyond the rap beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't really know if Kendrick Lamar necessarily has the power to like get that motherfucker. I don't know if Kendrick was the one that got that motherfucker to like go through and shoot at that security guard at Drake's
No,
house.
that's not what I'm.
I think no,
that's
I
not-
wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. You were saying that. I was just saying like in general because we just talked about it.
I was saying that.
No, I was saying you. I said you weren't saying that.
Oh.
Just because. Yeah, I was saying, fuck. I wasn't saying you said that. I was just bringing it up in general because I feel like people on the internet were saying that.
Yeah.
That like Kendrick was kind of set that up for that to happen.
I think
and that-
motherfuckers were trolling.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
then
that is
motherfuckers, well,
trolling
there's
and I'm
always
just
there's
retarded.
like the Drake stands that were like, oh, like he posted his address online. Like, what did he expect to happen? Like Kendrick wanted, like, you know. But it's like, if anyone wanted to get Drake's address, they could just look up Drake's address. If anyone wanted to get Kendrick's
one of the
address,
most
they could
famous
just
guys
look
in
up Kendrick's
Canada.
address. Yeah, and then Kendrick's address was posted too online, like right after that as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, these like famous people don't necessarily have like private. Like I literally just saw like a drone picture the other day of like Kanye's estate in California, his ranch in California. It was like just a drone picture of how it's like demolished and.
I
not
think you're
demolished,
talking
but
about
being,
the
like destroyed.
the one with the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
That's not the LA one. The LA one's the one where it's like no roofs and walls.
Oh.
That one, it was like shown, like I saw that one recently too. But they showed the one with the hole in it today. A drone shot. I saw that.
Yeah. That's just one of his like. Ranch
That's like
estates.
another. Yeah, that's in another state.
Yeah,
But I saw that.
That's just a drone picture.
Yeah, someone
knew
just
where
flew a
Kanye
drone
lived
over
and
his
just drew a
house.
drone over it. I mean,
Yeah,
so,
that
like,
shit is so fucked to
so
me
there's
that
just,
they
like,
can people
no-
can just do that
there's,
nowadays.
Like, no expectation of privacy for those like celebrities' houses. I guess not really. If you live on a big estate,
There
you
was
can just
helicopters
shoot a drone
flying over
down.
Drake's house every day after that shit was happening. Cause I seen
News and
Drake
all sorts of
posted on
shit,
his
yeah.
story some shit like, "You guys can fly over, just not between these hours, please," or some shit. Cause they were just like flying outside the embassy, he calls it, like every night or whatever.
Mm. Canadian embassy's got to help him out, dude. Maybe Kendrick does have shooters.
Maybe.
I don't think he does though. I think those are just internet trolls.
It's
Maybe
just crazy.
maybe I just
Those are
succumb
just
to them.
crazy motherfuckers in general.
Yeah, sometimes
They're
I
not internet people necessarily. I mean, they are obviously, like they're on the internet, but like a lot of those motherfuckers are just crazy ass motherfuckers.
Sometimes I succumb to the internet trolls, dude.
You do?
Sometimes I do.
What does that mean?
I just say sometimes I like to take shit for what it's just being said and just run with it. And that's just one that I wasn't really thinking about. And I was like, does Kendrick might have hit us? Kendrick could have hit us.
He could.
He could have hit us. In Toronto. Big in fucking waste, fam. What was that one video of that one girl that had the Toronto accent? You remember? That one girl that had like the horrible Toronto accent. She was like, "Yo, if the word is true, fam, yo, I'm sick to my stomach."
Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam. But if it's not true,
don't
sure,
know
he's
that.
just talking
It's a funny
shit.
video. It's just like this Toronto girl that has like a horrible accent, and the internet blew up about it because they were like, bitches with this accent are horrible. And it was funny because she was like, it is a pretty horrible accent.
Did you make fun of her?
If the word is true, yo, I'm sick to my stomach, fam.
You're just making fun.
Of course I'm making fun of that fucking dumb broad.
Ooh, we got to see the new Mad Max.
I don't want to.
Really? You see the other one first?
No.
Those just suck.
Just don't really want to see those movies necessarily, unless you put them on, but I just won't necessarily watch them.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm not putting
You don't fuck with George Miller.
Who's that? What else has he made?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Bum.
I see.
He's got to get more in depth. He's got to make more better movies.
Like
What's that
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Like Tenet.
Yeah.
Like Inception.
Like the Pop-Tart movie that Jerry Seinfeld made on Netflix.
That sounds stupid.
One of the best he ever made.
Really?
Yeah, Amy Schumer.
Oh, that's god awful. Speaking of one of the best movies ever made, let's talk about Triple R. Lock in, brother.
That was a crazy transition. It was awesome. I loved it. What's up with Triple R?
Triple R is one of the greatest movies of all time.
It is pretty great. It's we've talked about it before, but let's bring it up again because clearly people need to get this shit drilled into their head.
If you've ever wanted to see a man fighting a tiger, this is the movie for you.
This is the movie for you if you do like watching men fight tigers.
If you've ever wanted to see people trust each other and become brothers and then see how it gets broken apart and then how it can come back together in unity, then you have to watch this movie.
If you've ever want to be inside the head of the 7-Eleven convenience store man's dreams, then watch Triple R.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If you ever want to see a man lock eyes with another man he's never met from a half mile away across the water to save a little boy that's about to be demolished by a train that is flaming and about to fall in the river, then you gotta watch this movie. Because these two men make a connection and they save this kid from dying.
If you want to know what it's like to live in India, this is the movie for you. I like the other than, so obviously we talked about the tiger scene.
Let's talk about the tigers
tiger
again.
scene's good, but I like the big tiger scene fight all in general because it's just like a massive fight.
There's not one tiger scene. There's a few tiger scenes.
But that's the tiger scene, dude. The tiger leaps at him and he fucking, it's like, oh fuck, dude. He literally just sends the tiger. It's like this one video I've seen of this weird Indian sport where they slap each other and run.
Yeah,
and slap and they run.
Yeah, they like push each other off.
They push each other and like jump and run. It was literally just so awesome. This tiger jumps at him and he just pushes him off.
He redirects that
dude.
tiger,
He
dude.
redirects the tiger midair. Is awesome.
And then there's one of the parts where they're fighting each other, in towards the end of the movie where he like kicks him off of something and does some crazy move. I'm trying not to spoil the movie here. It's one of the fucking most epic movies of all
This is the
time.
best movie ever. Get rid of Star Wars. Get rid of Harry Potter. Get rid of Lord of the Rings. Let's get rid of any movie that has twists and pulls. Get rid of Annihilation.
No movie has more emotional twists and turns than this movie.
You're never gonna feel.
It has the late great Ray Stevenson. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You have to go see that for Ray. You got to send his family estate some money at least.
If you watched Ahsoka and you liked his portrayal of Balin, the Dark Jedi, then you need to definitely watch this movie.
If you like tall white guys with white hair that play various serious roles and they kind of sound like this.
And they
pretty good.
play over the top British guys, but on purpose.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
He plays a very over the top racist British guy, which it throws some flair into the movie.
Yeah,
because
the English guys in the movie are very overacted. It's funny. It's like
fun.
how it is in
It's very fun.
It reminds me of Ip Man. In Ip Man, the Americans are always the English people are always very overacted.
Overacting.
Yeah.
It's very funny. It's extremely funny, and
They're always
keeps
douchebags.
the movie light.
It's
Like even though they're like douchebags and kind of racist, it keeps the movie light because they're like
yeah,
making fun of them in a very funny
his
way.
character always brings up how it's like not worth using a bullet because it costs like he's like, do you know how much it cost for this bullet to get here? And then he like goes through this speech explaining how much money it takes for them to get the one bullet. So he tries to like make people not like he's like, you can't waste a bullet on this guy, and then he like makes him like brutally beat him to death instead.
Explain
He's like, you can't like
how
it,
the cost of a bullet is
it's not worth killing the guy
yeah,
with
it's
the
not
bullet.
worth wasting it on
Wasting a bullet
an
on a guy.
Indian person's life,
It's hella
which
racist.
is just so racist.
It's like hella fucked up. But
I
he does this speech like 3 or 4 times, and then in the end of the movie, he like gets what's coming to him
I'm pretty
in a
sure
similar way.
I'm pretty sure I snickered when it like first came on when we first watched it because it was just one of those things I was just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
I was
crazy.
like, oh,
The first time you hear it, you're like, whoa.
It's like, whoa, what the
And he
fuck?
says it like 3 or 4 times during the movie, and then they get him back at the end. It's definitely well worth a watch for sure. It's a long movie, but you can watch it in parts if you want. It kind of has like not really interludes, but there's like spots in the movie where like all of a sudden a big R will pop up. You can like pause it if you want. It's like a little like scene if you want.
Scene
Take a
and
little break.
scene. Yeah, Triple R, great movie. Bollywood, they're coming up, dude. They're
Dude,
coming up.
they've been making some of the best movies in the last few years.
And Nollywood is like the African. I don't know if you've seen.
I haven't
many of
seen
them.
many movies, but I know South Korea's been putting in work.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because we have seen Parasite, we got Yeon Jun Book, right?
Young Jung Gook.
Brother. And we got like what's that? Squid Game.
Squid Games.
And
is
there's
pretty
a
good.
couple, I can't think of them all right now, but there's a couple other South Korean shows that have gotten really popular in the last few years on Netflix and stuff. I just don't watch Netflix
Do you remember
like
that one South Korean movie that I was watching when we were on
Yes.
phone, dude?
The crazy sci-fi alien one.
Sci-fi alien
Looked like
one,
a video
dude.
game.
I think it was called Slythe or Sleeth.
Yeah, so see
on
South
Netflix.
South Korea's putting in work in the movie industry, dude.
Dude, that movie was crazy.
They're putting in some budgets on these films.
Had some first-person VR.
They had the first film to win, foreign film of the year or Oscar for best picture.
Let's go, foreign. Not
Parasite. Let's go.
One thing I recently discovered because we hung out at Gavin, our friend Gavin had a birthday party this weekend. We hung out over there. One thing I was talking to
Shout out.
shout out to Gavin. Shout out to all the boys. We love you all. But I was talking to Ben talk about A24. What do you know about A24?
They're hit or miss. They're good. They're like the small. They fund independent filmers and stuff, and they're small budget films.
Have you ever seen an A24 movie?
We've seen many.
I don't. That's what I haven't. That's what I was wondering because I feel like I've seen the logo or heard of it, but I don't.
I'll
know
look
of a
up
single
best, most
A24.
popular ones right now. I know. Pretty sure Split is one.
But Ben was saying A24. Those are the best movies. And then
Really?
he laughed.
There is a
So
lot.
I don't know if he's serious, so I got to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well,
gotta
that new
do-
Iron Claw, you know, the wrestling movie with Zac Efron that people really liked.
Heard about it.
That's A24.
What family is that?
The
band
Whale.
something?
Huh?
Ooh, the Whale with
The Whale was.
I haven't seen it, but I want to see that.
I don't want to
That's
watch
your
it.
boy.
It's disturbing. Brendan
That's your boy.
Fraser.
Yeah.
With Brendan Fraser, that terrible Talk to Me movie that I had the terrible movie experience.
And he plays fake Indiana Jones in The Mummy.
Fake Indiana Jones.
Rip off Indiana
Brendan
Jones.
Fraser is goated in The Mummy. That's crazy talk.
I just think
Completely
that's-
different than Indiana
I've
Jones.
just never seen Indiana Jones.
It's crazy.
So I don't know anything about it.
And then, did you see Talk to Me? That's that movie I had the terrible experience with the person who would not stop talking. That movie's
No, you
bad.
told me about that. But
Yeah.
That's funny. It's just like
The
you were in
Green
a,
Knight.
You were in a movie called Talk to Me, and all the person did behind you was almost essentially talk to you.
Yeah. The Green Knight, that movie apparently is really good, and I haven't seen it yet.
The Green Knight.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of Green Lantern and The Dark Knight.
No, it's like a fantasy movie.
It's like Batman if he had superpowers.
No, Garwin accepts a challenge from the Green Knight, but his plan backfires. Now he must find the Green Knight within a year to take a fatal blow. Along the way, he must face tough tests and a dilemma to honor his duty as a knight or follow his heart. I don't know. It apparently was really good. That was A24. What have we seen? There's so many movies from them.
Yeah, I've got to figure this out.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
That's a great one. Come on. Many people don't like that. You said you didn't like that, but I actually did
I
like
didn't
that
say
movie.
that. I said it was
Oh,
overrated.
My bad. I wasn't trying to put no slander. I wasn't saying you didn't like it because it was like Asian people. I was just saying you might
Brother.
not like the movie.
I'm just saying, I didn't say that. I said it was overrated because people were saying that was like the best movie of the year when it came out, and that movie was
Dude,
amazing and it
yeah,
was hella
you know,
good.
You know I love
And-
making fun of that guy during his award speech.
Yeah.
Mom! I want a Grammy!
Yeah. Yeah. That guy's goofy. I like him though.
Yeah.
He's the kid from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. He's also the kid
In
from the
old
Goonies.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, he's also the kid from the Goonies.
So the old
He's
Asian
from the
guy
second-
plays, so he's
the little kid in the second Indiana
so
Jones.
he plays young Asian guys.
He's
in
literally
Indiana Jones.
So he was a kid actor and he didn't act for
Okay,
years
see, there
and
we go.
years.
There we go.
And then Everything Everywhere All at Once was like his first movie acting like years. He was a
Okay.
child actor.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so he was in the Goonies. He was the Asian kid in the Goonies.
And he was also in King or whatever.
Kang. He's in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Loki, season 2, sorry.
Yeah, but that's after
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Once he starts
yeah, true,
acting
true, true.
again.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's once he blows up again. He's been in a few things. You're tripping. That weird ass Nicolas Cage movie where everyone dreams about him. That's
that you were watching?
That's an A24
That
movie.
was weird, dude. That movie made me like uncomfortable.
That's an A24 movie. Uncut Gems is A24.
What was that? Oh, Smile. That one scene in Smile where that girl is like in the car and then like the woman comes out and she knocks on the car window.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Her
like,
sister.
And she
And
like
then
turns
her
her head like that.
Yeah, that's her sister.
Is it bad that I see that scene probably like once a month in my head?
Yeah, because I didn't even remember that scene until you brought it up.
Dude, that scene haunts me.
That's crazy.
I hate that scene.
Because I thought that... I'm surprised that... Yeah. I was surprised I liked that movie. And
Dude, that movie's scary as fuck.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's scary
But
as
it's pretty
shit.
creepy. Her husband is fucked up, too. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't believe a word she says.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like a psycho doctor.
It's funny because I thought of a joke after that movie ended. It's just like, he doesn't believe her because she's just a crazy white bitch and he's a black guy. And he's just like, bitch, you crazy as hell.
Yeah, she is loony, but like he doesn't believe a word she says, and
Man,
keeps
bitch,
calling
you
the psychiatrist lady.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when she calls her on the phone and then,
It was
and then
not
it's
her.
at the door. Oh, dude, that movie. I
That's
don't
the
like
Smile
that.
creature.
I'm talking about it and I'm getting chills.
If you guys haven't seen Smile, it's a pretty creepy thriller movie.
That movie fucking fucks me up.
It's about some sort of like demon that basically takes over someone's body with this like evil, horrendous smile if you see it right before the person kills himself with it, then you get haunted by it, and then you get it for like 3 days or something, and then Yeah, it kills you on like the 3rd day or something.
Did you hear that, you
pretty
freaking stupid
fucking
little
scary.
box?
So that movie is definitely creepy as fuck if you haven't seen it. You like that better than Hereditary?
Hereditary is not a scary movie, though.
No.
Hereditary is just creepy because I don't like demons and fuck King Payman.
King Payman.
Fuck King Payman. But dude, there's a lot of King Paymans out there in our fucking world right now.
Dude, there's a lot of murders happening in Washington State.
Lot of murder. I just seen another one. Oh my god, brother, this one made me sad. I almost
Is it
like
the one
don't-
about the kid?
the kid, with
The
mom.
mother?
Yeah, I almost like don't want to talk about it. How sad that shit makes me. So I'm not
Yeah, that
going
shit
to.
is awful. Her
Yeah.
grandparents knew that lady was a danger
Grandparents.
too,
Yeah,
and they tried to get custody of the kid.
yeah.
There was a young kid who, passed
Oh.
away because their mother was an awful person.
I don't like that shit at all. That shit makes me so sad. It makes me mad.
And then
But-
there's just been shootings. There's been 3 shootings in Auburn in like the last few days,
Yeah, and
and one on that I-5.
there's that guy on I-5, dude. That guy that got shot on I-5 fucking deserved it, though. I don't know if you saw, like, there's like the highway footage of him like
Beating up the
beating
construction
the DOT
worker.
guy. That guy is a state worker. He or whatever it is.
He
I
just
don't know
got
if
out of
states
his
or
car
federal.
on the freeway, right?
I don't know if he got
I
out of
think
his
he
car.
did. I
don't-
think he was just
got
driving
out-
on
yeah.
the freeway,
I
and
think
he
he
just
got out of his car and then started beating up this DOT guy, and then I think he stole a car. I don't
Yeah, he
think
tried to take their vehicle, one of their vehicles.
Yeah, and then he just and then fucking.
And
tried
that
to run at a
cop gave him a chance too, because
The
I seen the
cop
video.
tried.
The cop pushed him off first,
Cop pushed him off,
and then the guy walks away,
At
and
the
then he
same
charges
time-
at him again.
At the same time, the guy backs up, and then the cop walks towards him. Well, I guess I don't know. The cop, but in the video,
They do
you
it full on charges from like 10 feet away
but you
again at
see-
the cop.
Yeah, I guess, but like in the video, they back up towards a cop car. The cop pushes him off. The guy goes back and then backs up more, and then you see the cop like walk towards him, and then the guy like starts running at him. Obviously, it's not the cop's fault for like walking.
No,
towards
I've seen
him,
people
but at the
saying
same
like the
time,
cop
he
should
personally
have
closed the
had like
distance.
his taser out or whatever, but
Oh, I mean, like the taser's not going to stop.
not
you
gonna
from getting
stop a guy
stabbed.
fully charging at you.
Yeah,
Hell no.
tasers don't work on everyone.
No, and not a guy fully charging at you that
Yeah, if
quick
you got
from that
much
close.
adrenaline, just depends. But you never know. That guy got shot like 4 times and he dropped quick.
I don't even think it was that many bullets. I think he got hit twice.
Yeah, I think it was probably like 3
Two, three
times.
shots, and that guy was donezo. He went down instantly.
Yeah, he deserved it though. Fuck that guy. Caused teletraffic. Literally closed down the freeway.
I'm not gonna be that crazy, but I mean, he probably had some mental health going on.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. It's not right to say he deserved it, but
Yeah, it's still
you attacked a
Still
fucking
no
guy
good.
on the freeway.
a few guys,
Yeah, that's
construction
crazy.
workers.
He slammed that construction worker's guy's head on concrete,
Yeah,
like not once.
yeah,
That's crazy.
for no reason.
We have people like, yeah, it's just, I don't know.
I don't know why the other guys didn't get there quicker to help.
Honestly, if I'm a DOT guy, it's hard to help. What do I do in that situation, dude? I don't want to get fucked up.
You gotta get that guy off of him.
And what if I get fucked up? And then now
There's
I'm getting my
multiple of
head
you.
And then I'm getting my head slammed into
That's why you
concrete.
gotta all get there. It's multiple of you versus one guy.
You would hope. You would hope.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just.
That guy was a lunatic.
And did you see the video of the shooting on the baseball field where the kids all react like 20 seconds later
Oh yeah.
to like the
and all
21 shots?
It's yeah. The only funny thing about that video is how many of the kids slip and fall.
They didn't find the 2 of the people who ran away from the car that crashed.
What car?
They had
The same
canines
shooting?
sent out. Yeah.
Oh, same scene. Yeah, I
From
didn't
there
know
was
anything
2
about that.
cars involved in the shooting, and one of them got away, and then one crashed, and then there was 2 girls, one that was admitted into the hospital from like the crashed car, I think, one that turned herself in later, like in the hospital, and then there was 2 people who like ran out away in the woods, and canines were sent after them, but they didn't find them,
Yeah.
which is crazy because canines are pretty good normally at finding people.
I don't know, dude. I don't think canines are anymore. I think they're lying.
Really?
I think they've been lying.
They don't have good smell. The only thing that worries me about the canines is they always bite the shit out of motherfuckers and don't let go.
That's why
They
I
don't
think
listen.
They're lying.
They
I
don't
think
listen to
they don't listen
to the
and then they
fucking.
also say they don't actually, or they're not accurate on alerting for drugs. I'm like, I don't.
Well,
even
that's
think
because
that shit's true. I don't
that's
think-
because the police have like they can like they can like alert the dogs to like alert something. They can like
Yeah.
have the dog alert on something if they want. They have like little ways to like make them alert on stuff.
Doesn't the
on
dog also want to
purpose.
please its owner?
Oh yeah, because then it gets rewarded.
Exactly.
Oh wow, you're breaking the you're
don't know.
exposing. You're peeling back the
I don't know,
layers.
but my dog sure loves getting petted and loved on when he wants treats. Other than that, he fucking hates me. So my dog's not stupid. It's not German Shepherd police training smart. But, you know what I mean? It's still a fucking dog. That's why I'm thinking, like, maybe it's not all lying, but what the hell are they talking about there, dude? I don't know. How well can we trust these dogs? I think dogs have a better use in the police force than what they've used them for, necessarily, sometimes.
Yeah, do you remember that video of the dude that got eaten by the dog when he surrendered on the freeway?
Yeah, that one. That's the
And
one
they
I was
wouldn't let
literally
go?
thinking about when I said that.
That's why I
when
don't fuck with
when you said
those-
that they don't listen.
They don't.
It's the exact video that I thought of in my head. They don't
And
listen.
that officer didn't listen either. They kept telling that officer not to release the dog.
So it's like dogs have a good fucking use, but they need to treat the dogs better. They need to find a better way for them to be used. Because they do be using them for manhunts. But then are those dogs that they use to like find and hunt people? Those aren't the dogs they would use for like hunting and smelling, like normally, right? Like think of like the dog that they would use for like hunting and smelling. That's not like the same police dog.
I have zero clue.
You know, like I don't know for sure, but like isn't like a bloodhound like the dog that they say has like the best smell, and they
Yeah.
use that to like find like mushrooms or hunt like other animals.
Yeah, normally back in the day, they'd use that to track animals or
So
track
it's like,
people.
does the German Shepherd, or I don't even know if it is a German Shepherd, whatever the type of dog is.
That's
It's
what
like a
most
German-
canines are in the police.
Yeah, German Shepherd. Like, is that dog like the best at tracking? Probably.
No, but I'm sure like they use them still for tracking down people and
Of course, but
in
then
cases.
that's what I'm saying. It's like you're using those two dogs for fucking tracking. It's like fuck, man.
you know that Tyler Oliveira guy?
No,
I feel like I've shown you his videos before, maybe.
is that the guy that went to Aurora Avenue?
And he snuck on like Epstein's Island,
I don't know. I remember.
and
you
he
telling-
snuck
showing
in
me.
the place where, what's the Groves place in California?
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. But anyway, he's-
God.
he just went into Seattle.
Molech the Owl God.
He just went into Seattle and was covering
I went to Bohemian Grove.
the people who can break into just squatting people's houses in Seattle. There's a guy that's been squatting in this $2.5 million house in Bellevue for the last 2 years and hasn't paid a single month of rent.
I seen like something about that a couple months ago on
Yeah.
like Instagram.
Isn't that crazy?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's living the best life right now.
I can't believe that everyone can just fucking take one of those houses and not pay a single thing of rent, but then they force everyone else to pay ridiculous prices and taxes.
I see that the same
You think
way.
this guy is paying taxes too? Probably not.
I see that the same way as people getting like all sorts of like abusing like public benefits. It's the same thing. They're just abusing the law. It's all right.
How is it all right?
I'm
Because
not- no, I'm
sometimes
not-
they
no,
take
I'm
people's
not-
houses.
I'm not saying it's all right. I mean, like, I guess, like, I was kind of mindlessly saying it's all right. Like, it's not all right, but I'm saying, like, that's just how I see it. It's like, dude, those people are, like, on the same level as, like, screwing over the
But
government.
do you
That's
know
just,
that?
it's honestly the government and the law's fault.
But do you know that sometimes these people just break into people's houses while they're inside their homes?
Haven't heard of that. I've heard of
This
them.
is-
Most situations that I've heard, they're on vacation.
Yes.
Usually 2-3 days, maybe a week, and then that's how it happens.
Yeah, I heard of that, but there's straight up videos of people having motherfuckers break down and open their doors and then just like make the people scared for their lives so they leave the house, and then the cops show up and they say that they're living there.
Yeah, you just got to get a gun.
Yeah, but what is the gun gonna do?
As soon as
Get
the
out of
person-
my house. What if they don't get out?
Shoot.
Shoot?
Yeah, yeah.
But what if that person survives and claims that that's their house, that they're living in it?
But it's not.
Then you get arrested.
Well, it's not. They just broke in.
That's how the law works, though. If they claim that they're living there, then that's squatter rights, and you have to go to court.
I'll claim I was living there. I'll claim I was always living there.
So you're going to have to fight that in court after because you're going to get charged.
Hell yeah. But I'm never getting charged.
You would, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why this situation's fucked.
No, but if you have a gun, the motherfucker's breaking in, you shoot him and he's breaking in, then you're good. Not necessarily good. Like, it's not cut and dry. It's not black and white like that.
Definitely not in Seattle.
Definitely, no, not in Washington in general. We had to, like, a stand our ground state, so it's not like you have the right to leave, but you also don't necessarily have, like, the right to shoot at them. You have the right to stand your ground.
Would you shoot someone that broke into your house?
If I was legally in the right, yeah, probably.
That's not what I asked.
So, yeah, I mean, I just answered you that, though.
What do you mean legally in the right? Just would you shoot them or no if someone broke into your house in general?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even think about it, though. We keep the big straps.
You wouldn't even think about it. That's why I was trying to say, like, you were like, if legally I was in the right, it's like you wouldn't be thinking about that in the moment.
Yeah, I would. Cause I'd
You'd be like, let me make sure that they get one step inside before I shoot them.
No, because I know
instead of hand on the door.
I've taken gun training classes, Dmilz.
I know this.
With Chris Walker. Shout out Chris
All right,
Walker.
corn dog.
Corn dog. Dude, Chris Walker's got 20 years in police training.
I won't disrespect him.
I wouldn't either. He was a good guy. Trained the police for over 20 years.
Our police don't do much of anything except for
Trained federal way.
shoot people.
It's good. A lot of people doing fucked up crimes where they need to get shot. And then as soon as they get pressed by the police and they immediately resist.
The only people getting shot are civilians.
Maybe.
Here?
Possibly. Civilians are getting shot?
Yeah.
Where?
The last few days.
They're civilians or are they criminals?
Civilians.
Civilians are just getting shot. Cops are just pulling over guys and shooting them in the fucking head.
Cops are pulling people, guys? I didn't say cops are shooting civilians. I was talking about the drive-bys.
Oh, yeah, that's like people dying via crime.
All right, let's change the subject.
I don't even know how we got there.
Let's pull up. Let's talk about the videos. I don't even know if they exist anymore. They might have been banned now.
Banned.video.
Let's talk about the guys who were posting a video of every 1,000 followers they would shove motherfuckers into a lake. That's not every one of their videos, but
I gotta go.
there's these guys on Instagram that Michael found.
I found this,
and they literally posted on their account. They're like, for every 1,000 followers, we'll find a random person to shove over. And they literally started getting thousands of followers after like 6-7 days. And every day they started posting a new video of them rolling up on a random person and shoving this motherfucker over as hard as they can.
I found these guys on day 2 when they had like 200 followers, and on day 6 they had 8,000 followers, and they finally did it. All they did was that they pulled up to a park and they just pushed this guy and then just skirted off, and they're just like, get in the V, get in the V, get in the V. And like all the videos is just like multiple videos of them just getting out of cars, pushing people over, and then getting chased by people. It's funny because in every video, the person that gets pushed over and is chasing them is incrementally getting closer to catching them.
There's one where the video cuts off because a dude caught up to the car.
Yeah, there's one video where
they're in the store. He runs into the store. The one where he goes into like the store, I'm pretty sure.
They also had to take a break on him for a second because I think it was day 7.
There was a drive-by. There was a shooting.
I think we were day 7 into 1,000 followers and we'll push someone over. Day 7 and we almost got shot. We pulled someone over that pulled a fucking beam on us.
Dude, they shoved the motherfucker over,
Dude.
and then he gets up, and you
Dude.
just see a laser sight
Dude.
aim at them, and then you hear
He
like
gets
3 or
up
4
and
shots.
pops a beam on them so quick, so fast. He pops beam and just starts pop, pop. This shit was fucking
Dude, the
crazy.
second these guys hit the ground, they're instantly back up, and they're chasing these motherfuckers. They gotta get quicker if they're gonna keep
Dude,
posting this
they
content.
They have to be more.
They're
quick on their
always
feet.
there's one of them recording while driving the car, and then the other one just hops out real quick and starts sprinting at a motherfucker. The funniest one, he pushed a motherfucker in the lake.
Yeah.
That was my favorite when
I
he
don't-
pushed
I
the
don't-
guy in the lake.
I don't think they're. I haven't seen one recently where they've done it, so they might have given up on them. But the ones they do, like
They
do
said
like
they
the-
weren't giving up after they got shot at, which was crazy.
Yeah, they took a risk. They got shot at and still didn't give up. So you might want to go, give a follow to some real content out there. This ain't Nelk Boys.
That shit is bad, but it's good.
It's so bad but good at the same time. It's just so entertaining.
You
It's
should
so
not do
fun
that to
watch.
anyone on the planet.
Of course not. Of course not.
But
But since people are doing it, I'm gonna enjoy it.
It's awful.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Just like hopping out at a park, getting out of your car, just pushing someone and then running off.
These aren't just like they're pushing someone. They're like full on shoving
They are
every
full on,
single
like-
person over.
They will run full
And they
sprint and
ragdoll.
shoulder check this person where they
people
will
ragdoll
NFL
over.
ragdoll like 2 feet off the ground.
But then they instantly bounce back up.
Dude, these people that get hit are like Ray Rice, dude. They just pop up every time. They just
They're
keep
like
popping back
Undertaker,
up.
dude, and they get right back up
They
instantly.
keep popping up, dude.
You hear the doom, and then they fucking hop right back up.
They're just already at the door. It's so funny.
It's scary,
that
dude.
Would be funny, Undertaker. Doom.
You cannot just shove a
Video
motherfucker
cuts.
over if you are not ready to run out of there quick.
Oh, dude, those guys are good. The videos they do now are kind of shit though, where it's like the tackling in the store.
Yeah, they have some dumb videos
Like
too.
those are like all right, but it's just like the reason it's not good is because the interview they're doing is like really bad because they know
I
they're
feel like their
doing
channel would have got, or their Instagram probably got taken down. They probably would have gotten reported at some point.
Yeah, potentially. But I sent it to him in DM, so
I
it's
found
probably in
them
there. You found him? What's their account name?
halfway to 40.
Oh yeah, halfway to 40 is their account name. Halfway to 40. Good account name too. Great name.
Their last
halfway
one
to
is
40.
day 15.
Day 15 and tackling a random person for every 1,000 followers. We had 28,000 followers, so somebody's getting
They're at
stuck.
28,000 followers now. Where me and Michael are watching their latest video live. I don't think we've seen this one, have we? Day 15. I think he's going to push over a runner, a guy just running in the middle of the street.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, the runner full on did like 2 cartwheels in the grass. And then the dude just hopped in the window as they
Jesus.
drove off.
There was a guy that guy was literally just running down the street
It's
and
so
just got shoved.
It's so funny because they're real, but sometimes the people realize that the guys are coming up and they start looking at them and they look like they're about to start trying to run away, or they put their hands up at them, but they still just get full
It's
on
so funny because
shoved over.
they only realize like a second before it happens and they just deer in headlights every time.
Dude, this motherfucker didn't even get
This one was
up.
on a golf cart. Jesus.
They did one on a golf course too. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Dude, they took this guy out. This video, the guy doesn't even get up. I literally didn't see I don't know if this dude survived this tackle. The C did get speared.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, he doesn't even move. He's still there. He's not even moving. That's so awful.
What the fuck?
So they're still around, I guess.
That is so horrible. I love those guys.
What
I
was
love
their
those guys
last
so
video?
much.
How do you see the date of their last video?
It should say like how many days ago it was
It
posted.
doesn't do that for me. I feel like my Instagram's fucked, bruh. It's always been like that.
It says 4 hours ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's been more than 15 days, hasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's just like the day for that they're posting. Just
Yeah,
day this
maybe.
one that we're posting. It should more be like video 15, I guess. But day 15 sounds better.
Yeah.
But those guys were killing it.
Those videos are crazy as shit.
We can honestly end this thing whenever.
We're ending already?
We can.
It's time to end the podcast.
We're an hour 20
Oh
in.
my fucking God, Michael.
What happened?
They got Big Boy in here. And Big Boy knocks over someone at the gas station. It looks like he might have a...
Oh, Jesus, Big Boy.
On the concrete, brother.
Jeez, dude. Oh, my God. There was a person in that car.
That shit is crazy. These guys are insane.
What?
I don't know how much longer they're going to live, to be honest.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
I think this was a good episode, Michael. Shout out everyone that listened. Shout out Gavin. Happy birthday. Shout out who else had birthdays.
Happy belated birthday to Gavin. If your birthday was recently and we didn't say happy birthday to you. If your birthday's coming up in the future, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
I hope everybody's having a happy Memorial Day. I feel great.